Hello, it is Zimin Chen from RLG200 class. So my first topic chosen in the body project is food. So let me share about my experience. The food box I chose is McCartney's cross-cultural celebrations, mainly because I'm Chinese and I believe that it would be familiar for me and definitely easy for me to cook food about Macau. So after watching videos about introducing steps of cooking as well as the detailed recipes, I started to prepare food. I went to TNT, the one located near to the campus. These are the food that I bought. So actually I failed to find every single ingredient because I unfortunately I hate some food such as the celery. So I just found some substitution. And I started food at home. The first dish is Diabo, as known as Devil's Stew. This dish always appears on the McDonald's post-Christmas table. Firstly, I finely minced tomatoes, garlic, and onion with oil as base, and I added them in order with an interval of 10 minutes separately and fried them. Then I added some sauce and wine together with bay leaves, waited for the wine boiling away. After that, I added some peeled and sliced potatoes and simmered for 30 minutes. After adding leftover Cantonese meat and again waiting for another 30 minutes, the most important point comes, which is the sauce. That is very similar to the French sauce that makes it combined with exotic smell and taste. The sauce is made by a half tablespoon of mustard, vinegar, water, and egg yolk. The sauce is so special that I've never heard and the taste is pretty unique. After adding it into the dish with some pepper, the whole dishes smell differently than before. The taste is mixed with the mustard, meat, and tomatoes, which is very pretty exotic, and this is a photo that I tasted. Second dish is the Buddha's Delight, the one that cannot confined to Macaronis cuisine, but rather as several variations from across China. So first I soaked the bamboo fungos, vermicelli, cloud air fungos, and yuba. After slicing oyster mushrooms and cutting the root of seafood mushrooms, I soaked them as well. Then I cut off carrot and shiitake mushrooms. By blanching every vegetable in order, these foods are just ready to be added into the pot. So after that, I sliced the ginger and the garlic, putting them together with the red fermented bean curd after adding oil. Then I just added shiitake mushrooms, cabbage, and oyster mushrooms to fry together. After adding the rest of the ingredients, I covered the pot with a lid and waited for 5 minutes. During the waiting time, I mixed the sauce containing red fermented bean curd, oyster sauce, soy sauce, wine, salt, sugar, and pepper. And this is a picture of the dish. The taste is quite different from the first one because it is a more Chinese style dish with the high religious background as every ingredient in it correspond every arhat. Both of two dishes, I tried the mindful eating that mentioned in the chapter of feeling. So when I consuming these two food, I thought about how I cook, how the ingredients are selected, and how the taste of the food, the smell of the food, and also the texture of the food. So this kind of tasting makes me concentrated, like not only focusing on the taste, but also focus on the the something that behind the food, like the root of the food, the background, the culture behind the food. So by combining these two, I feel like that I get deeper understanding of the culture and the religion in the Macau. So through this body project, I not only learn how to cook these two dishes, but also learn about the complexity of the mechanics that and how they pass the culture and religion through the media of the food.